When your brain cells have suffered a little bit, you're gonna have moments like this. This is going to be on YouTube. Because Snoop just said, pie in the horse.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 embarrassing answers on Family Feud.
Listen, y'all think, really, that y'all can take all these words that's the same and just say them different because you want to? Name something that follows the word pork.
Loin!
Huh?
Loin! Pork loin!
For this list, we're looking at the dumbest and most ludicrous answers ever uttered on the game show Family Feud. Which of these do you think is the funniest? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Papa Bear. The instruction was short and simple. Name a kind of bear.
Name a kind of bear.
Many answers may course through your mind, including grizzly, polar, maybe even a brown bear.
Call me Brown Bear. Brown Bear.
However, the contestant, who must live in a fairy tale, was quick to answer with Papa Bear.
Papa Bear.
The best thing about this clip is not the answer itself, but the disappointment in the man as he answers it. He's already hanging his head in shame by the time he gets the words out. Almost makes you feel bad for the poor guy.
Only a Papa Bear.
It's a hilarious reaction to a hilarious answer, and it's always refreshing to watch a contestant with some self-awareness.
Chocolate bear, vanilla bear, caramel bear. Bears for life!
Number 9. Kentucky Fried Chicken. The fast money round is always stressful, and it often results in some wickedly nonsensical answers. The mind comes up with some pretty ridiculous things while under stress.
I'm going to ask you the same 5 questions. You can't duplicate the answers. If you do, you'll hear this sound. I'll say try again. It's tougher, so we're going to give you 25 seconds.
Contestant Daryl was asked to give a man's name that starts with the letter K, and he bizarrely responded with
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Daryl is another contestant with some self-awareness because he grins right after answering. He's clearly embarrassed with the response, but he doesn't even have time to laugh. Host Richard Karn had already moved on to the next question, which was met with an equally hilarious answer, by the way. Name a food that's red on the inside. Daryl went with kiwi, and he and Karn had a good chuckle about it afterwards.
Name a food that's red on the inside. You said kiwi.
Number 8. Orange. The following is one of the all-time worst Family Feud answers, and the contestant knows it. The stressed mind strikes again when host Richard Dawson asks the participant to name a yellow fruit.
Name a yellow fruit.
Clearly panicked, the woman, without hesitation, answers
Orange.
It's hard to believe that out of all the wrong answers she could have said, it happened to be the one fruit that shares its name with a color.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Think, McFly. Think.
A color that is not yellow.
Go orange!
Perhaps even funnier than the answer itself is the contestant's reaction to it. She immediately cringes and recoils in embarrassment. We all experience these thoughtless mistakes. It's just too bad that hers was broadcast to millions of people and will likely live on forever in infamy through the internet. At least if we have anything to do with it.
Orange means orange. You're glad you didn't bring it up.
Number 7. Alligator. Anyone who's watched Family Feud clips on YouTube will recognize the infamous fast money round between the two Bobs. The first Bob gets a total of 28 points, all of which were from one answer.
Turn around. You may never be up here again. Let's take a look.
It begins rather beautifully as Bob answers frog for an animal with 3 letters in its name. But it only gets worse from there.
So you got 28. Clear the board, please.
When Dawson asks the same question to the second Bob, he responds awfully confident with alligator. No one really knows what he was thinking. Bob immediately gets laughed at by the audience, cringes in embarrassment, and gets a reassuring pat on the shoulder from Dawson. It's the least he could have done in Bob's time of need.
You don't use narcotics, do you, Bob?
No, but
I thought frog was bad.
Number 6. A horse. This is why you gotta think before you speak. In another Richard Dawson-era classic, the contestants are asked to
Name something you might buy that could turn out to be phony.
Rather nonsensically, this man answers a horse.
A horse.
It's not long before he shows regret. He turns to the audience, makes a face that very visibly spells out what the heck did I just say, and immediately laughs at his own absurd answer.
What do you do if you want something that looks like a horse?
Usually we just type a bunch of cats together.
As Dawson turns to the board, the contestant hangs his head and seems to laugh even harder, especially at Dawson's joke.
The dreaded phony horse gag.
To the surprise of no one, a horse is not up there.
Oh my God, you're a horse?
Actually, I'm not really a horse. I'm a broom.
Number 5, chicken noodle. This answer seems to be the product of a simple misunderstanding. Host Steve Harvey asks the contestants,
Name a kind of soup that's not appropriate for the office.
Contestant Britton answers chicken noodle, then hesitates. You can practically see the gears in his mind whirling as he realizes the question was not, name a kind of soup that's not appropriate for the office after all.
Suit!
Britton actually has to walk this one out, which only makes the whole thing funnier. We have to admit that soup and suit do sound a little alike, and it's an easy enough mistake to make, especially considering the added stress of the lights and cameras.
You don't wear no damn chicken noodle soup in here.
We just have one question for Britton. What about chicken noodle soup isn't appropriate for the office? Number 4, Willie the Pooh. You know when the name of something is on the tip of your tongue but you just can't figure it out? That seems to be what happened to this poor contestant.
Oh, bother. I think I shall come down.
In one of Family Feud's more unique questions, Richard Dawson asks the players to name either a real or fictional Willie.
Real or fictional? Name a famous Willie.
One of them rings in with the answer,
Willie the Pooh?
He's quick to realize that something isn't right though, and laughs immediately afterwards.
But he was a bear of very little brain. So when he thought in the most thoughtful way he could think.
Maybe he thought he might as well just give the answer a shot. Unfortunately, the only thing the shot gets him is a massive laugh from the audience and his opponent. Number 3, September. In one of the all-time greatest Family Feud moments, contestant Kathy is asked,
During what months of pregnancy does a woman begin to look pregnant?
Without missing a beat, Kathy answers,
September.
Like many contestants on this list, Kathy quickly realizes her mistake and cringes in embarrassment. But it goes even further than that. This is one of the rare fast money answers that caused Richard Dawson to break. He walks off stage to compose himself, and the timer has to be reset. The real giggles come later when he has to repeat the question for the second contestant, Cece. He's laughing so much he can't even get through it.
First question coming up.
You know it's good when it sends the professional Richard Dawson to his knees. Number 2, Upine.
Name something that follows the word pork.
This simple prompt resulted in what could very well be the most ingenious answer in Family Feud history. With a big smile on his face, the contestant answers Upine.
Upine.
As in porcupine. We're not sure if this is horrible or brilliant. Maybe a bit of both. It's undoubtedly horrible, but also, is he wrong? There's certainly creative brilliance in this answer. The contestant breaks out into a huge, confident grin. As he should, honestly. The other reactions are fantastic too. Steve, for one, genuinely can't believe what he just heard.
What? What is cupine? This is the greatest answer I've ever heard.
Meanwhile, the participant's family erupts into laughter. If family members are laughing instead of yelling, good answer, then it must have been really bad.
It's gonna be number 1 on YouTube, but it ain't gonna be number 1 on I can bet every dollar I got. You the only person that said cupine.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, hamster eggs. Most mammals don't lay eggs. Apparently, this contestant did not get that memo. Host Richard Karn asks him to
Name an animal whose eggs you'd probably never eat for breakfast.
The brilliant answer, hamster.
Hamster.
Aside from the response itself, perhaps the greatest aspect of this clip is the long pause he takes to really think about it. It looks like he's brewing up something good, and everyone sits in quiet anticipation.
That is false.
What did I tell you about using the bell for comedic purposes?
Then comes that spectacularly well thought out answer: hamster. As expected, the audience bursts into laughter, and us right along with them. Forgetting that few mammals lay eggs is embarrassing enough. Never mind how long it takes this guy to mull it over.
Please don't put your eggs in me! Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.